Ladies and gentlemen, we have a brand new legal breaking reporting. An illegal win for voters out of Pennsylvania. What is that positive legal win for voters out of Pennsylvania? We will find that out in today's video by Democracy Docket. Shout out to Mark Elias and Democracy Docket as well as Democracy Forward. The article is titled Pennsylvania Undated and Wrongly Dated Mail-in Ballots Challenge Eakin v. Adams County Board of Elections. A lawsuit filed by three Pennsylvania voters. The article reads, Fetterman for Pennsylvania, the United States Senate campaign for John Fetterman, Democrat, the state's current lieutenant governor, the Democratic Senatorial Campaign Committee, the SEC, and the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, DCCC, against Pennsylvania's 67 county boards of elections challenging the date instruction for mail-in ballots. In Pennsylvania, there's a slight distinction between absentee and mail-in ballots, but we will use mail-in ballots, the article reads, to refer to both types of ballots. The date instruction prevents counties from counting undated mail-in ballots that are timely cast and valid but missing a date on their outer return envelopes, and wrongly dated mail-in ballots, ballots that are timely cast and valid but have an incorrect date, such as the voter's birthday, on their outer return envelopes. The plaintiffs allege that not counting undated and wrongly dated ballots or mail-in ballots violates the materiality provision of the Civil Rights Act by denying an individual the right to vote for a reason that is not material to determining that individual's eligibility. The plaintiffs argue that the date requirement is immaterial because Pennsylvania law determines voter eligibility based on the date of the election rather than the date of marking the ballot. So the date instruction provides no information about whether a voter is qualified. The plaintiffs also allege that not counting undated or wrongly dated mail-in ballots violates the First and 14th Amendments by placing an undue burden on the right to vote. The plaintiffs request the court to declare the date instruction and any other provision that requires voters to provide correct dates on their mailing envelope or precludes election officials from counting ballots that lack such date. dates in violation of the materiality provisions provision of the Civil Rights Act and the First and 14th Amendments of the Constitution. U.S. Constitution. The plaintiffs request that the defendants be prohibited from rejecting absentee and mail-in ballots that do not comply with the date instruction. Ladies and gentlemen, the overall outcome and result to that we are about to get into. On March 31, 2025, the court found that the state's date requirement for mail-in ballot violates the First and 14th Amendments. Ladies and gentlemen, the overall result and outcome to that is this. Counties cannot reject ballots from counting undated and wrongly dated mail-in ballots. Ladies and gentlemen, to conclude with the last sentence of the last paragraph, on April 2, 2025, Republicans appealed this decision Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today's legal breaking reporting and analysis video. And legal breaking reporting by Democracy Docket. Again, shout out to Mark Elias and Democracy Docket, as well as Democracy Forward. If you did enjoy this legal breaking reporting, ladies and gentlemen, please do consider liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. If you want to make sure that you never miss a brand new legal breaking reporting, please make sure that you hit the bell icon that is right next to the subscribe button below on the right hand side. Another way you guys can make sure that you never miss a brand new legal breaking reporting and legal breaking analysis video is by following me on my social medias that I'll have linked down below in the video description. I am on Instagram, Snapchat, Threads, as well as TikTok. In case TikTok ever gets banned, I will be on Instagram, Snapchat, and Threads. There you guys can stay up to date on when I post a brand new legal breaking analysis video. All of those links will be linked down below, along with a very important vital news article to this reporting by Democracy Docket. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, please help me reach and achieve the channel goal of 150 plus subscribers. The reason why I'm saying 150 plus subscribers is because right after we reach and achieve the goal of 150 subscribers, we have more subscribers to reach and achieve. Right after we reach and achieve the goal of 150 subscribers. Until my next reporting and legal breaking analysis video, ladies and gentlemen, please stay positive, please stay safe, and know that justice will prevail on the correct side of the law. Despite Donald Trump and his illegal administration's illegal and unconstitutional behavior and illegal and unconstitutional executive orders.